we're going to race. Welcome. Whoa, stop the video. I've got something to say. I couldn't do these videos if it wasn't for the ongoing support of Motorcycles of Wrexham. That's where I got my brake pads from and all my other bits and my tyres, and without their ongoing support, things like this wouldn't happen. So thank you very much to Motorcycles, and if you're in the Wrexham area and you need their parts for your motorcycle, give them a call. They're mint. I must say this video isn't my best work, but it's part of my Dragon Rally story, so let's get back to it. If it don't fit, don't force it. To another episode of Heartbreak Garage. It is Monday night. The Dragon Rally is on Saturday. It's given snow for Thursday and Friday in freezing conditions, and my bike is nowhere near ready. So if it don't fit, don't force it. And we're going to be getting the pads out and cutting the chain off tonight. I need to get the pads out so I can take them to the bike shop tomorrow and match up the right ones. I don't think I'll be going for discs because they're going to be fine, and that'll do. So here we go. So there's a flat screw here that we need to get out. So that's just come undone, which is good. And in the caliper there's a flat screw there which covers the Allen key that secures the pin that holds the pads in. So we'll take that out, and I don't know whether you can see inside there is an Allen key that we've got to extract, so I'm hoping that that's going to come out okay. It's really cold, by the way. Oh yes, it has as well. That's very good indeed. And we'll just unscrew them out, and then we can take the pads out, hopefully, so I can just match them up. And I've definitely had my money's worth out of them. They are well and truly gone. Oh yeah, that's definitely seen better days. That has had it. Excellent. So with that out, I can put the pin back in so I don't lose it, and I can put the cover back in, but I've already lost that. What have I done with that? That's not good, is it? Have I put it over there? No. Oh, there it is. Oh good, there's plenty of grease on it. So, there we go. Right, we'll take a set of the front pads out now and see what that's all about. Right, so upon observing the front pads, they are fine. They've still got plenty of meat on them, and they're not falling apart. I did replace them last year, so we're going to live with them, and we're going to deal with the slightly warped front brake discs. They're not dangerous, they're just slightly warped. So it's going to be a set of rear pads, because they 100% need changing. There's no avoiding that. Look at that. That's totally had it. Yeah, not cool. So no wonder the brakes weren't feeling great. So we're going to get a set of them tomorrow and my tyres, and then I can do the chain and get it all back together. Quick oil and filter, and we'll be ready for the Dragon.
Recording.
So we've come back in the house now.
How are we recording?
Thanks. Right, so. Oh my god, that's tight. Been an awful lot of jets flying over lately, like military ones. That's the third one in the last 10 minutes. So I'm hoping the new one is going to fit. That'd be really good. So I presume it goes this way. Oh, it fits and everything. Right, so welcome to back outside and it's cold. I gotta cut this chain off and then wheels on, bits and bobs, it's all good. Yep, that's knackered. That's good though, that's excellent. Right then, front wheel in now, and we'll get that done. So I haven't got the grease I wanted, but I've got stuff that'll do. So I've got some WD-40 that I'm just going to clean it with to get it off nice. WD-40 with PTFE, don't you know? So that's marvellous. Right. So it's all lovely, lovely. That's all clean. And I just got some of this spray grease stuff. There you go. That's lovely. Clean that up. Right, yes. Right, spindle ready. Where's the nut? Where's the bolt? There in there. Right. I've got my cable tie holding my wheel spacers in because I didn't want to lose them, so we'll get rid of that. Sorry if the light's crap, but like I say, it's late at night, it's flipping dark, doing my best. Right, so now with the calipers off, it's much more easier to fit. Come on now. There we go. And she's in. Good. So now we can take our nut, bolt, not a nut, it's a bolt, and stick it on the other side. Come on now, fingers. And we'll tighten it up, and then before I put the calipers on, I'll just rotate it to check the wheel bearings. The winter really is not a nice time of year. Right, 22mm on there. I'll poke our screwdriver through there. We'll just nip it off. So there's the 22mm there, and there's the hole we put our screwdriver through. Oh yes, baby. Check that out. She is as smooth as can be. Beautiful. There ain't nothing wrong with them wheel bearings. That's Honda for you right there. Right then. You just check. So now we're going to tighten up these two 12s on either side to pinch that axle in position. Right, so that's them, and I'll check them to make sure they're manufacturer's specification later. Right, but what I did do off camera, I just backed the pads up in the caliper slightly without damaging them. So now we can just drop the caliper on and get it into position. Oh my god, it's cold. I probably should wear a coat and not just a hoodie and a hat, but here we are anyway. That's the one. Right, we'll do the same on the other side, and then we'll pump the pistons out and make sure everything's cool. Let's do this. Spindle for the back. Lay that on some rags so it doesn't get horrible. Right, back wheel in. I'm going to leave the pads are out, and I'm going to leave them out to fit that. To fit the back wheel. In fact, I might just push the caliper piston back before I put it all together. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm just going to get some grips. I forgot to record that, but I've just pushed the piston back in the caliper with the use of my grips, and it went straight back, no effort. I've also checked that the sliders are good, and they are, so there's no issues there. So we can put the wheel back in. Right, there we go. Right, spindles through. Sorry about all that. I am very tired. No. What's that one about now? What's going on? Do the chain tomorrow night. So I'm going to pop the caliper off, check everything's cool with that again, and then I can put my brake pads in tonight. And then tomorrow I'll do the chain, because MOT's on Thursday, so we want to be ready for that. Really, it'd be nice to be ready for that. Right. Yep, that's located properly, so that's fine. Yeah, that's working. The piston's free. Awesome. This is looking awesome. Go and get my brake pads out of the house and I can fit them. That'll be mint. So these are the brake pads I've got, and I got these ones because they're the ones that my dad got from the shop when he went there. So that's minty. So we'll just get into them and we'll have a look. So they're copper coated, and they're looking marvellous, so we'll get them in there. But first, I've forgotten the shim plates to go on the back of them, so I'll be back. They're in the house. So what we've got is, we've got this doodah that goes on like that, and that goes over the top of it to hold it in position, and that's what we've got going on. So bit different to cars, but that's what they have. Stainless steel one, like a fibery one, and then that's how they operate. I don't know why, it's just the way they are. It's not for me to ask the questions, really. So got this one on here, so I'll pull that off, and again that one's got one of these things in there, and then that, and then we just pop them on the back of the pad, and there we go. The owl is hooting, the local owl, because we're very rural. We'll take the... Now where did that go? Oh, it's there. It's okay, it's there. So we'll take the tiny little plug out the back of the caliper pin, which is a flat bladed one. They always seize in sometimes, they're a right nightmare. And then we just, that's an Allen key on that pin. There's that. We'll take that side. No, we'll take the other side. We'll take the piston side first, and we'll just slide them down into position. Come on now. Okay, the same. Where are you going? Nope, I'll have to take him apart. Okay, that's no biggie. Let's see. So we'll take that caliper slider bolt out, and we'll just tip him up. And we'll just post that through so it locates in there. I think it's located correctly. I hope it is. It's hard to see when it's so dark. Yeah, that's it. Right, then we'll take our pin, which I'm just going to put a bit of grease on. Take our little wire brush. And we'll clean it all up. Beautiful. So we'll get a bit of grease on there. That's it. And we use a bit on there. Right. We get our other one. We'll slot him down in there. Hopefully. Come on now. Behave. We are locked in. So we'll run him down, we'll put the pin back in. Knit that up. We'll take our plug that covers the pin. And we'll wind him in as well. Come on now. Run him in. Right. Beautiful. We'll pump the caliper up. And wait. Yep, she's not binding or nothing. Perfect. Right, so that's me done for tonight. Tomorrow night, front sprocket, chain. And yeah, happy days. Alright, so it's now Wednesday night. The clock is ticking. The MOT's booked for tomorrow. And the bad weather is forecast. We're supposedly getting snow. So work have pulled me in for extra hours tomorrow to keep the gritters going. and that's great. So Hughes, what you doing? So we'll put the front sprocket on. Come on you go. Which just splines on, or it's supposed to anyway. There we go, one new front sprocket, and we'll pass the chain through, and hopefully I'll back these adjusters all the way off. We'll get the wheel all the way forward, and then we can put the chain and check the length and everything else, which will be marvellous. Put that in. Wind them all the way up on both sides to move the axle to its closest point to the engine. And we'll do the other side as well. So. All the way up there. Right, so we've moved the spindle all the way up to its closest point. So now we're going to thread the chain and then we'll adjust it backwards to get the perfect tension. The chain threaded around the front and around the back. I've got my split link to go in there. Now, on this bike I don't really want to use a split link chain, but this is what I could get hold of. This is what I've got, so this is what I'm going to use. It's not a track day bike or anything like that, it's just a road bike, and I use it for commuting and bits and bobs, so we're just going to use a split link chain for ease of everything, and if you do them right there's not a problem with them. So 1 second. What we're going to do is we're going to take our master link or split link here, focus, and we got some grease on it and the O-rings, and then we're going to put it in from the back of the chain. Ooh. Like so. Oh crumbs, come on you go. There we go. So now we've done that and the 2 pins are through, so we've got 2 washers now, and then we've got to put the plate on. So I'm going to do that, but I need 2 hands, so I'll bring you back in a minute. So we've got our master link or split link located now, and it's important that you get that clip going in the right direction, and you want the closed end going in the direction of rotation, so it goes that way. So you want the closed end going that way, and we've just got to snap it into position now, and hopefully it's all cool. So we'll just try this first, and try it. There we go, she's located. I've never had any issues with these. They're good stuff. So there we go. So now we just need to tension the chain and tighten up the axle. Mega. Link located now, we can just go ahead and start adjusting, and they have got marks, but I also like to use a ruler as well. So they're both backed all the way up and they're on the first mark. So we'll take them to the second one on both sides equally, and then we'll measure it to make sure it's right, and then we'll see where we go from there. The light's not very good, I'm struggling to see myself. I think that's the second mark. I'll just adjust the other side and we'll see how we're doing. I've adjusted it correctly on the 8mm, and you can see there both sides equal, so the tyre stays in a straight position, because otherwise if you're more on one side than the other she'll be piston all over the place, and that's no good. So that's good. So now I just need to tighten the front sprocket up, put the cover back on, and then I'll tighten the axle, and she's good for the MOT tomorrow. Just got to check the lights and stuff. So what I've actually done is, because it's freezing out here, I've put one of my cam straps around the back brake to the stand to hold the back brake on, and I've put it in gear so I can tighten the sprocket on the front. So we'll get that done now. And I'm going to tighten it to tight enough so it doesn't fall off, but not so tight that it damages it. That's not tight enough. Oh, now we're cooking. That's tight enough. Looks good to me. So happy days. Now I can put the covers back on. A couple of 8mm, bit of cleaning, and we're good to go. Right, let's get this tightened up now. The only thing I've got to fit this one on this side is an adjustable. So don't judge me, it's just the way it is. And I gotta get it done. There we go, she's good, and it still spins, which is awesome. Right, I'm going to WD-40 all my electrics, which is really boring, and tidy up, so I'll leave it there, and I'll let you know how the MOT goes, and that'll bring this video to an end, and the next time we'll be drag and rallying.